Oh, yeah.
All right. It's all you.
Are you live?
That video is.
We're live, everybody. Wave.
Hey, YouTube land.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Look.
I have to remember to go to
She's
YouTube
on
live.
microphone 4.
Yes.
If your headphones are too loud or not loud
Everybody do
enough,
check for me.
Check.
Check.
Check, check,
Now,
check.
remember, once you go
Check,
live,
check.
that's where you'll have to look for everybody's yellow to almost red, and then you'll have to raise them up.
Thank you, babe.
Okay.
I love you,
What's-
Scotty. Thank
What's
you.
your name again? I'm sorry.
Lene.
Lene. I like that.
Thanks. It means pretty.
I like it. Yeah. It means pretty.
It does. Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that. So speak into your mic for me and just hi.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Mic check 212.
Come on, Zach. What do you got? Say something for me.
Say something.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I was like so
There you are.
confused.
Sorry. This is not our music.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Go country. Is this like the intro music?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Y'all are welcome to post that we're going live on your pages and all that good stuff.
Sorry, I wanted my face.
Oh, I'm sorry I don't have a charger. All right, everybody. We are finally here. It's Thursday night. It's a little bit after 7-ish as we call it. And everybody knows that's what that means. We are on Just for Fun Radio. It's Ladies Talk, and we are now live. It's gonna be a great night tonight. We're gonna kind of keep it laid back, but I have a feeling tonight's topic is going to be a lot of fun because every one of us will be able to relate to this. This is DJ Smiles, and we've got, of course, the Doc in the box,
Hello.
and we've got Zach
Hola.
Glaze, our personal hairdresser. He's more than just a hairdresser. I hate that I introduce him that way every time because he's a huge part of this show. And then we have our guest for the evening. Her name is Lene. I really love her name. Would you like to tell everybody what your name means?
My name means pretty, or it means light in, I believe, German.
How about that? Well, your mom did good because you're definitely pretty.
Oh,
And tonight, Lene, we're going to be talking about, well, why don't you tell them what we're going to be talking about?
Well, tonight we're going to drop the F word.
which one?
I love it.
We're going to drop frenemies and faking it.
Oh.
We need to drop frenemies.
Yeah, I know, right?
But, you know, sometimes frenemies are good to have around.
Frenemies are your, I call them the haters who become your motivators.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I wonder if anybody's ever thought I've been a frenemy. If anybody's listening who's ever considered me a frenemy, feel free to call in tonight.
I want to hear this.
You can keep your names anonymous, but and your voice too if I don't recognize it.
I looked up frenemies on my way over here, and there's like a real definition for it.
Yes, ma'am. There
And
is.
It says a person with whom one is friendly despite a fundamental dislike or rivalry.
Yep. Scotty calls it playing nice in the sandbox. That's what Scotty calls it.
that's how I describe it too.
Yeah, and that's very good terminology. But what all before we go too deep in our subject or our topic, what all's been going on? What all?
Well, you know that I'm leaving right after the show to head to New York, and I can't believe that I'm going to be in New York, New Jersey on 9/11. So yeah, I refused to fly because it was 9/11,
Right.
and I was like, I can't do that. I'll drive because I got to have control over something. So I'll be speaking at the Mid-Atlantic Podcasters Conference, and the podcast topic that I'm doing is transformative pain, how to take your greatest pain and turn it into productivity.
Love that.
I like that. I wish that we could listen in. Is there a way to listen?
Well, we might podcast it because, we are.
I'm not allowed to watch podcasts. I'll have to sneak and watch it.
I think Benny's coming with me. I'll see if I can get her to Periscope it.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm joking about that.
I know.
Scotty would be just fine if I wanted to watch your podcast. But yeah, we just joke about that around here. But I really wish you a safe trip. I know you're going to be missed. You've been missed all week in the studio.
I know, it feels like I haven't been here in forever because usually I'm here on Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays. And, I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't do a show Monday. And it felt like forever to get to Thursday. Literally by Tuesday I was going, I need crystal time.
Trust me, by Tuesday I was needing any time besides Kroger because the places drove me crazy. My 9-to-5 job, or no, it's not a 9-to-5 job. My full-time job has been very stressful lately. So I really look forward to Thursdays where I get to hang out with you. And then of course we have ladies talk to where we all get to get together. So Thursdays is definitely my musa.
I know, it's like, and then today Scotty broke into because usually on Thursdays, Crystal and I are together all day. And then Scotty was like in the mix of our stuff.
Well, that's because this has really been a crazy week for us.
It's been a crazy week for everybody.
It has, we're down to one car basically right now. Well, kind of, yeah. Anyway, we got one of our cars in the shop. So we're down to one car with the family, two cars with the family, but Emmy has Scotty's car because her car's in the shop. So he's kind of wheelless, and normally he can hop on his motorcycle and go, but he hasn't been able to do a whole lot of motorcycling because of his health. And not really his health, but he's just sore. I'm not going to say he's getting old because that's not nice. And I know
he's getting old.
I know it's more than that. Let me tell you. Okay, and then our hot water heater goes out.
Which he installed that all by himself. I'm like, he is the man,
he
Crystal.
Did. Yeah, I know. I love him. But he did have a little bit of help yesterday from Denise. She went with him and helped him load it up and unload it at least. So anyway, that right there was a good thing. He said that thing barely fit up in her van though. And have him tell the story was a lot funnier than I could ever tell it. Because she's got a little minivan, they got this big 50-gallon hot water heater there. Pushing or shoving or making fit in there.
It never occurred to him to just go online to Lowe's and select delivery and have them deliver it.
It takes too long.
They do same day delivery.
No, yeah, but it costs more that way, and you're already spending $600, on a hot water heater. The last thing you want to do is spend another however much they're going to charge you to deliver it.
Yeah, he told me the downstairs was flooded.
Yeah, and so he woke up to that yesterday morning, and I didn't even come down here. I'm going to be honest. I had to get ready for work anyway. And there wasn't a lot I could do, and he had it. Thank God I have a man in my life for things like that. Because if I'd have walked down here and walked into that, I would have had a mental breakdown. I wouldn't have been able to go to work. I would have I don't know what I'd have done. It would have been a really bad day. So, but he was able to take care of that. But here's the funny. He said like Doc said, he had to install it all by himself, and he's Scotty, everybody that knows him knows he has a way of describing things like in detail, and I'm laying down there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and he had to do all that. But anyway, he strained some things, and his back and everything's already not in great shape because of his motorcycle accident that he had. So he's, I don't want to say re-injured it, but he's aggravated an already injury. So he's going to call his masseuse and get her to come over here. She has magic hands, as we call her, Jennifer. She's really, really good, but she'll come over here and she'll make you feel all better. Yeah. But she's a massage therapist. She's not just a masseuse, so she's really good at what she does. But normally it's $40 for her to come over here. So earlier he says, I'm going to hit Jennifer up and I'm going to see about her coming over here tomorrow and see how much, what she'll do for $25. And I said, she's not a hooker, and he doesn't look at that is that at all, but she's going to kill me if she's listening. She's an awesome lady. But it was just funny the way he says he's going to get $25 worth of massaging tomorrow. So yeah, it's been one of those weeks. It has just been one of those weeks around here. How about you, Zach? I know Zach's been doing a lot of hair.
Yes. All I've done is work for the past 3 weeks, trying to get ready for California and Orlando. So
I'm so excited.
What's going on in Orlando?
I'm attending a class in California, and then I'm going to go and teach a class in Orlando for the company. So
you're big time, huh?
It's exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The hair that you did, I think it was yesterday, and I shared it, the purple and green and blue hair, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That was
amazing.
I
hot.
had so much fun with that
That
because
was,
so many people don't do stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm bored. And she come in, she was just like, these are the colors I want, have fun. I was like, you got it. So it was fun though. But and listening to her story, like why she wanted to do it was, I mean, beyond thrilling for me. Because she actually moved here from Mexico. Her and her boyfriend separated. It was a good breakup in a sense. But she was her grandmother passed away last year,
Mhm.
and she was telling me like she wanted to do something that kind of helped her to embrace that, because their grandmother always told her, you be who you are, don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And her family was just like, oh my gosh, everybody's gonna go crazy, but they all know like her grandmother would have been okay with it. And she was listening, or on her way to the salon or something, she was listening to True Colors by Cyndi Lauper, and she said that kind of gave her like just that the song meant a lot for her. So as she was telling me this, of course, I was just getting chills, and it only meant more for me to be able to do her hair for that purpose. So like at the end, I actually did a video of like her hair while it was processing, and then once we finished and took a couple of pictures, and actually put together like a little video and put True Colors as the background and sent it to her. And um, it was really cool just because she actually said like that was the first time somebody's actually done something to where she can actually like celebrate her grandmother's passing besides
Wow.
grieve over it.
Yeah.
So I mean I mean everybody already knows that's why I like to do hair, making that impact and making that difference. So it was more than just being able to have fun with her hair and do something that I like to do, and stepping outside of the box, but it meant a lot for her. So it was pretty awesome.
That's what I love about you, Zach. It's like women come to you and in all different forms of brokenness, and you kind of put us back together. You're our glue.
Well, and it's hard for me at times because I go home after hearing like so many problems from people or like what they're stressing over. And I try to put all that weight on me. Like, what can I do to fix it? Or how can I help this person out? And, this past week, a lot of like things have been presented to me to where I've really had to think outside the box. I've really had to help people, try to get back on their path and stuff. And I actually gave somebody a 30-day challenge this week. And
Ooh.
I love this story, though. I mean, I really, really like this idea. So go ahead. I
Yeah,
think we
tell
should
us
all
about the
follow it.
30-day
Yeah.
challenge.
So I had a client and friend. She was in my chair and she was just telling me, she doesn't understand how people see her through their eyes. Like everybody's their worst critic, of course. And
Mhm.
she was saying, she asked her husband, name 5 things you like about yourself. And he named them off. And she did the same thing in return, and she actually had to sit there and she was thinking, and it was hard, and she got to the point where she was just like, I really don't see how everybody sees what they do in me. And I told her, I said, you know what? I'm giving you a challenge for the next 30 days, get you a post-it pad or whatever, and write each day one thing that you love about yourself and look at it every day, post them somewhere. And then by the end of the 30 days, like if 5 things are difficult to come up with, 30 is, but it's going to help you to step outside of that box and to really pull from different perspectives and different things. So by the end of that 30 days, my hope is you'll be able to see yourself how everybody else sees you. And she's been sending me pictures of her post-its every day. And each morning or every night when she sends it, I just have a big smile on my face. And it's truly, truly amazing for me because I really like to see people challenging themselves and to keep going with this. And if the challenge works at the end, I mean, I've done my job, I feel, and then I can only go to the next step and hopefully help somebody else. So it's amazing, amazing.
I love it. Crystal and I do something kind of like that for each other. Like, usually every morning, Crystal's famous for her good morning messages.
I love them.
I enjoy sending them as much as I do receiving them, though. It's just like, and if I don't hear from my circle, I'm like, ooh, they haven't even thought about me. I'm alone. Nobody loves me. I'm just kidding. I really don't feel like that. I'm just saying, like, it means a lot every now and then just to have somebody say hi, good morning.
And Zach sent me the coolest message yesterday, and I was just like, wow, because I mean, Wednesdays are probably my hardest days of the week because I do homeschool co-op. And yesterday I ended up with the 4-year-old class, and they were doing the circulatory system. So I was covered in craft glue and yarn
That sounds like fun to me.
and
Okay.
felt. And I had 6 4-year-old boys. It would be one thing if I had the 4-year-old class and they were girls,
Yeah.
but boys are all over the place. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and trying to keep one child from eating the glue, another child from taking the paintbrush and sticking it on somebody. And I'm just like, I know there's more to life than this. So, yeah.
And you're wanting to add our Zaylee to that mix? I mean, you've already got your hands full. And she's like, I'm homeschooling Zaylee. Now she's got me excited about homeschooling
Yeah,
Zaylee.
Zaylee is so different, though. Boys are just full of energy on a whole different level, and I've learned that you should not try cutting and gluing and all of that stuff when you have a table of 4-year-old boys. So next time, all of the things will be pre-cut.
I think, oh my goodness, I think that's perfect for them. You want to wear them out before they get home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Are you a mother?
No,
if you don't mind me
I
asking.
have no kids, but I used to teach first graders,
Uh-huh.
and I am 26, and I have, I want to say 17 or 18 nephews and nieces. I've been an aunt since I was 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've always been around kids. Yes.
Wow.
I love it. When I taught the first graders, I had initially signed up just to be a substitute,
Uh-huh.
and I ended up tutoring. And then I ended up teaching the whole class, which I loved it. I loved it. First
Wow.
graders. So
Yeah. See, I taught 3rd grade for about a year and a half, and that was all I lasted.
really,
And yeah, because my thing is I love kids, but I like them to be independent.
yeah.
So,
But you teach them that.
but they learn it, and that's why I am honestly excited about working with Zaylee, because with Zaylee I get to do the things that because I wasn't a homeschooling advocate when I had my children, and I missed a lot with them, and so Zaylee is like my do-over.
Well, I've always said I will never homeschool my kids. I don't have time for that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not smart enough for that. But I mean, I really am looking forward to it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've listened. I mean, the field trips that you get to go on with them, and the fact that you get to learn things with your kids, like one-on-one, and you get to teach them through life experiences is
Right.
really, really, really great.
And you're not doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
We're doing this together. We're doing this as a
You
community.
can't go nowhere.
I know.
Just remember those words.
I-
Everybody that's listening, everybody that hears this.
I'm here. We
This
are
show is
committed.
recorded, and it is September the 10th, 2015. We will go back to this ladies' talk, and I'm going to be like, Doc, I have it right
She's
here.
like, I got it right here. No, we're not going anywhere. Benny and I
I'm
have
playing.
changed our retirement plans so that we can stay here and be a part of Zaylee's life, because she's that important to us.
Well, I feel like it just for fun radio. And I mean, we do have people come and go. That's natural. But I want to say that we take pride in the fact that, I mean, Scotty's been doing this for 5 years, and he has, we've built quite a circle. I want to say a family with
Mhm.
Just for Fun Radio. And I mean, a lot of us call ourselves friends because we are, but really we are family. I mean, holidays come around, special occasions, anything that's going on, we're all there for each other. And it's not that it's a huge circle, because it's really not, but we are, I don't know, we really enjoy doing things, and we accept other people so well. It's not
Yes.
like they're all going to be as close to us as we are on a daily basis and all this kind of stuff. And so don't worry, if y'all come into our little circle, we will not text you every morning saying good morning and that we love you and wish you a good day. So you don't have to worry about any of that. But if you do need that, I feel like, I mean, I take pride in that. And I know Scotty does too. He's a guy, so he's not going to speak of it like we will. And,
I love it.
but
I love it. And I think it was our circle that kind of brought us to this topic tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Facebook,
Ooh. Facebook.
I know. Facebook.
Social media, period.
Well, okay. So can I just say that Facebook is not Lifebook, people? It is not Lifebook.
No.
And
Scotty calls it fake book.
yeah, it's you made a post, and it was a harmless post, and it was like the amount of shade that was thrown to you. I was like, oh, no, she didn't.
Some people are ruthless when it comes to their own self, which don't get me wrong, you should not let anything step in the way of your goals. But some people are ruthless when it comes to goals. We've got a caller, so let's go ahead.
All
and
right, let's take the caller.
Hello, you have reached Just for Fun Radio. This is Ladies Talk, and you are live.
Well, hello, this is Renee, and I understand that you ladies would like to talk about some belly dancing.
Hi, Renee. Scotty told me you may be calling this evening. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. You know what? My memory's not as good as it should be, but I do remember him speaking of the fact that you were into belly dancing and that you had an event coming up. I want to say, is it in Gainesville?
It is in Gainesville on September 26th.
All right.
PM. Would be awesome if you guys could come.
I wish we could. I know I'll never make it to Gainesville. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I do good. Like when I get out of Conyers, I get excited because and what I mean, go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do and that kind of thing since we got you on air. I thank you for calling.
Okay. Well, myself, I'm just kind of an average girl. Work at in an office and like to do fun things for exercise rather than boring things for exercise. Going to the gym is fine, but it's more fun to go and dance for the evening with the girls. That's much more fun. So started doing that about 7 years ago and ended up on a dance troupe. And that's how come I'm involved with the show and love it. And I love it because it's for all types of women. Doesn't matter what you do, what size you are, none of that matters. It's for anybody, all ages. It's great. Love it.
We need some of that around here. So, where are you located on a daily basis? Where can people find you? On a
daily basis, I'm in Duluth, but the
Duluth,
dance school, since we're talking about, if we're talking about the dance school, it's in Gainesville on the square.
Oh, okay.
And my teacher's name is Fox Cardine.
And we've got listeners from all over, so I'm sure there's some people there in that area who are listening. And trust me, if I was just a little bit closer, that's something I would love to do because I've always who don't love to dance? And belly dancing, I'm sure that would make you feel quite sexy. So
I have no rhythm.
I can't make you feel sexy.
It does. Do you have to dance well to be a belly dancer? Because I don't dance well.
No, you do not have to dance well. You just have to dance to suit yourself, which is another good thing about it. And it's a lot of great core strength, too, doing the different moves, the hip moves and the arm. I mean, you work your whole body, but it doesn't feel like a workout because you're just moving and dancing, having fun. And it's a great, bonding, too, with the other women. We can talk about what went on our week and that kind of thing also. So
do you ever have anybody come in and say, look, I want to be like Shakira?
No, not really.
Oh, well,
most of the time women just come in and say they want to have a good time. And a lot of times they're nervous about it. When they come into class, I think, I have to show my belly. Well, you don't have to show your belly. Most of us wear, workout clothes to class. But if you want to go fancy and you want to wear, a skirt and a fancy top, you can do that too. But like I said, it's just everyday kind of women. It's not. And you don't have to be anything special.
That's what you need though, because we all are everyday type. Just everyday women. And if you walk up into a place and it's just a whole bunch of, hotties in there showing their bellies. And I mean, they're all professional belly dancers. I would probably be like, what?
It could be intimidating.
Out of my league. Yeah. I'm a little bit.
It could be intimidating, but we're all special in our own way. But you don't have to be professional to do it. That's what I'm saying. It's great, but we're really excited about our show though coming up. So I would like to ask anybody who's in the area if they want to come on out 7 o'clock on the 26th.
What's the name of the festival?
Bernal University.
There you go.
Well, there's a festival coming up. Yeah, there is a festival in Gainesville on the 19th and 20th. That's Art in the Square, and that's an arts festival. But our show is on the 26th at the Grinnell University Theater.
Awesome. Well, you never know.
And
We
it's
may be able to try
belly
to make it that
dancing.
way. You never know.
Yeah,
We might be.
I
able
think
to.
you guys are going to be up in Houston. That's not far, right?
Yes, that's the same weekend. I know Scotty goes up there on Friday night, so it's Friday, Saturday, and he comes home Sunday. And I do plan on joining for part of that. So yeah, and that's not that far. You're right.
Hmm?
For some reason, I was
No,
thinking
it's not
Gainesville.
far from Gainesville.
I'm geographically challenged. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, Scotty
I know-
texts, and it was kind of funny because he says, "Faking it, trying to be a belly dancer, ha ha ha." Because our topic tonight. I'm not sure if you got to tune in, but our topic tonight is faking it and frenemies. And so he's being funny, and that is kind of funny.
Well, okay, you can fake it at being a belly dancer. Fake it till you make it. I agree with that.
But yes, there's no doubt that's some great exercise. And I appreciate you calling in. And anybody who's listening, y'all make sure to try to go and check that out because we all need a little physical fitness in our life.
That's right.
Yep.
And some fun fitness is even better.
That's right. If you can have
Well,
fun.
thank
doing
you,
it.
ladies.
Thank you so much. Make sure you tune in and feel free to call in anytime. And maybe we'll get to see you.
I hope so.
All right. We
You guys
appreciate you,
enjoy your
Renee.
evening, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Oh, y'all got so quiet on me over there.
Oh, I don't know. This is my first time on the radio. I
Don't
would've
be
been
shy.
talking. Okay.
All I could think about was faking it to be a belly dancer.
There's video if you'd like to try that. Hope everybody. You know what? Before we go back to the topic, I just want to say hi to a few people I know that are listening. That I'm not saying this is their first time listening, but I know they're listening now. I want to say hi to Miranda. Miranda works or her husband and her work out there, Harley, and she does the jamboree nails. I might be saying that wrong, but I was checking that out before I went on air tonight, and they've got some really neat stuff. I haven't personally tried them yet, but I'm thinking about it, and so I was checking out some of that stuff. And then we have Leah. I actually met Leah in person at the Halloween party that Scotty does every year. And it's Leah Davis. I've yet to go visit her at her profession, but she works in Conyers. Me and you need to go check that place out one day.
Yes,
So,
we
Leah,
do.
if you want to text in or message me a little bit more of your information so I can share it with the doc, because we need to go see her. I know that she's she does some sort of facials and stuff like that. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't like saying the wrong stuff.
Okay.
But I know she works at a salon in Covington off the square.
Oh,
So,
sweet. Okay.
Yep.
And now tell us about since we're plugging businesses.
Yeah.
So tell us about your business.
Oh my gosh. My personal business, I'm actually an event planner and a personal concierge, which just means I'm a personal assistant for hire. And I have a ton of sales experience. So a lot of times people might hire me, to work for them for the day, small business, selling some product that they have. Or right now I'm actually working in a press release for a business that's opening up in Old Town Conyers called Comfort Zone. And they make natural soaps. I don't know if you've ever looked at the bottle of soap or shampoo that you might use on your kids, but you can't even pronounce half this stuff there. You have to Google like poly something, sulfate something. And a lot of stuff is not actually good for you.
My stepdaughter, I don't like to say that. Let me correct that. My bonus daughter, Emmy, she has an app to where you can scan the barcodes now on product, and it'll tell you, it rates it, and it lets you know if it's healthy or not healthy for you. And it's really interesting because it's something to do like scan your bathroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
I've
she's
never heard of that.
I'll get the information from her here in a few minutes maybe. But she is she's really into all that kind of stuff, so she would love to hear about that.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to talk to her about that. And maybe we can invite her to the grand opening, which is going to be in about a week or so. And I just love the products. Everything is natural. They have body butters. They have lotions, depending on what your needs are. The lady who created the product, her son actually had eczema. And his skin started to thin and wear down from all the chemicals and the products that were supposed to help him.
Mm-hmm.
So, she was like, forget it. I'm going to do this myself. And she started making her own shampoo for her own hair. She started making her own lotions for her son, her own soap. She even has a bar of soap. I don't know the name of it, but it's specifically for people who are taking chemo.
Wow.
And
wow.
I'm like, I can't believe that. I've never heard of that. You can't find that at Walmart. So
Right.
I like to say that it's something like Bath and Body Works, but the natural version of that, you know, and
Okay.
everything smells good. If anything is colored, it's even made from like a stone. So
Okay.
everything is natural. I think it's a great product. Yeah.
And the name of the store one more time?
It's called Comfort Zone.
Comfort
and
Zone.
it's-
And they're in Old Town Conyers?
And they're in Old Town Conyers.
Okay.
And there's a veteran here. Her name is Celeste Christine. And she has been working and living here in Conyers for many years. So she's really well known.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, we'll have to remember to go check that out.
I know when
Maybe
we go
we can join them for
periscoping.
their grand opening also.
Is it time
Hopefully
for you
it's
to-
on a Thursday.
Is it time for you to have another vacation yet?
I know, right? I do have one more coming.
What's the vacation?
Yeah. I call them staycations because
Aw.
typically we're so busy, you know, but it's always nice to be able to take a break from a real job or, you know, my full-time job and just be able to chill and hang out with everybody. So
Yeah. I love
Um,
her staycations.
me too, because, you know, I don't know, it's just nice to be able to, I don't know, it's kind of like be a stay-at-home mom, kind of, because I
Kinda,
get to
yeah.
just kind of join in with Just for Fun Radio, and I get to go out and do everything they do every day, which trust me, there's a lot of busy work that they do every day too, but it's just out of my norm. So I enjoy my staycations. But you know what? On that note right there, I hate to
We got to
do
pay
this,
some
but
bills.
we need to pay some bills. We're going to have to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Y'all hang in there. Hang tight. We're going to talk about some frenemies, and we'll be right back.
And faking it.
Guys do it too, by the way.
Guys do it all the time. I think guys do it more than girls.
That's funny right there.
How did I do?
You're doing great. You know what? Tonight's kind of cool because it's a little bit laid back and chill.
Yes. It's very chill. Oh, we need it chill.
I think you should get on the table and start belly dancing for us.
No.
But after the day you've had, it would be exciting.
Okay, you just saw me melt down because the pack of crackers would not
Holy
open.
shit. I mean, recording live.
So we always have to do the friendly favor of reminding ourselves and everybody that we're still live on camera whenever we go on breaks. They can't hear us over the mics, of course, because
But they
they're
can
listening to
watch
all
it on
this.
YouTube.
Well,
Right.
they
But
can watch
YouTube
us on
land.
YouTube.
Yeah, the people watching on YouTube land are still hearing our chatter. And they actually love our background chatter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So staycation just means that you're not working.
you stay home. Yeah, you stay home on a vacation instead of going out of town. I've called it a staycation for years. I don't know where I got that from or why, but
I'm going on my first real vacation.
oh, okay. Where are you going?
Panama.
Oh, good for you.
That's where my dad originally from.
Oh, wow.
Panama is in Panama City or
No.
Panama?
Panama City, but the country.
Oh, sweet.
So we're going to a little city called La Churera, and it's right outside the city. And my aunt stays there. She's got a little house, and we got a bunch of properties and some goats.
Some goats.
Some goats.
My sister-in-law is from Panama. Mhm.
Oh, so Leah that I was speaking of isn't at the salon in Covington anymore. She says she left back in February, but she's doing facials in Athens. And she does like the dermabrasion type stuff, you know?
She was at Charmed, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's where she was. I just wasn't sure of the name, so I didn't
What's our
want to
call-in
say.
number?
678.
There you go.
760-1556.
767. No, it was just hold on. What's the rest of it?
760. Ooh, excuse me, 1556.
1556.
There's two phone numbers on here though. What's that 678 number? 878.
I don't
Is
know.
that for guns and gadgets?
What is the other one?
678
No, today I was
760.
trying to find
Yeah.
Jean. because
1556.
No, that's
Usually
the
I wear
call-in
yoga
number.
pants.
Yeah.
What's the other
And
one?
I don't know. It's
So-
678
I was trying to
878
find
7376.
jeans, and the last
Oh.
time I bought
I
jeans,
was like, huh?
I bought
What
them from a
is-
boutique
I'm so
in Cobb County,
What post is everybody?
and I knew I wasn't going over to
Look, I got
Cumberland.
42 comments.
So the only other place where that has jeans that fit me
Is
that
that
make my booty pop, because you know how some jeans make your booty flat. Okay, so I needed jeans that would make me have like a bubble booty. Yeah. So I was. Yeah, well, I usually go to American Eagle because they're petites. They usually give me that little pump to the bump. Yeah, the little lift. So I go in American Eagle tonight, and I'm at Stonecrest Mall, and I walk in, and there's 3 employees standing there. Nobody moves to help me, and so finally I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, are y'all off today, or is anybody working?"
I got my first
I mean,
downloaded it. Jessica's doing it now, and
yeah.
Almost every store.
But then I go to
it's
Kohl's,
primarily-
because I'm stressing out at this
not a
point
whole
because
lot
I'm like,
of those.
oh my gosh, I gotta
But
have
I
jeans.
downloaded the Portal and I had like $60 sitting there.
Mm-mm.
Hey, I'll
They were well,
That's kinda
because
cool,
I
because
needed
didn't know
I
it.
needed a
And
10
then
They don't
I go,
I needed a 10 petite.
you step up
And,
Portal and you just
you know,
bounce it to your
I
jeans.
wasn't going to try to search through the whole store
But anyway, and
to
they
find the
put it on.
petites. I mean, I found plenty of 10s,
But then
but I
go to my
didn't know where they
commissions
had the
this
petites
week,
at, and they weren't moving to
And then
assist
today I
me.
got an email. She signed another loyal,
So,
and then she signed another loyal, and she got another DT. I got $100.
Holy shit, they've already been
That's what
on
I ended up buying at Kohl's. And the young lady at Kohl's at
And this
Stonecrest
girl I
was
listened to
incredible.
on the conference call the other
Yes.
night, Christina Watts. She said,
I usually go to
that's her follower.
Mhm.
She signed less than a year ago. She'd never done anything like this before. She said she really doubted
Uh-huh.
it. She wasn't sure about the products. Kind of felt like when I was listening to her. And she said that she just did it on a whim, and she just had people.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. She said that the first 3 months really nothing. She's making $500,000.
And they're called GER?
She Snapchatted her stash
Bold curve. Okay. Because I got the curvy. I got the Levi's
She said, all
curvy.
you do
Mhm.
is you sign 4 lawyers, 4 customers
Yeah,
under you that
I'm
purchase
loving it.
product. And then you get 2 DTs.
So I was
And
just,
then
and I
those
came in and I
those
hadn't
three
had anything to
do
eat
the
since
same thing.
lunchtime. So
And
I
then
was,
and then they-
I was
and
hangry.
then they-
And you're making
Like,
money off of all of them.
She said they're
I was
making
hangry.
$600
I was at the verge of hungry and angry.
$600 a month just to have the 2 or 3 DTs. of
Yeah.
under your
So now,
$600
Zach gave me
a month.
wine. I've had
And if one drops
cheese.
off, you just get another. One drops off, you just pick up another. And you just keep doing it. And she's
But
like,
they have to be
The
selling
line
stuff,
was too
right?
long.
they just instead of selling stuff, they have what's called PBE.
Oh, they
Like,
needed to
let's just say if I'm just
see. I don't do
4
very well
racks
with
for
lines.
$60, that's like 80 PBE
trying to
points, and I can
move.
turn around and sell those 4 racks myself for $25.
You must not be like a
money back.
shopper.
And the
No, I'm
PBE
not.
Plus-
points go to commission. That's
Why I
commission.
just tend to stick to the same thing.
It's really,
Yes.
and I was like, now I know how my cousin.
Yoga.
I have not ever worn a pair.
Oh, girl, I love my.
She's like, I promote it and I talk good about it, She said I've lost weight and I've shown my results and that kind of stuff on it. She's like, she quit working. She worked for the pharmacy in Kroger for 13 years. And whenever I seen she had posted she was quitting her job, I was like, she's never lost her ever loving. And then I'm seeing it and I'm going, this is crazy.
Plus, you can't find it
Because I've already made my money back. It's just and Jessica is a lie because she's in the wrestling thing, and she's got this outreach, and she's already signed 2 loyals.
If they
and 2
ever have, I used to work at Burlington.
that fast. All she needs is 1 more distributor and 2 more loyals.
Yeah,
then she just needs to
in
go.
the women's
And see, then
department.
what I can do is like I can get distributors, sign them, and I can move them to her. Move them to her. So that fills her tree.
And you make more.
And then like say Stephanie's up with me. Stephanie's not, active right now. But
How
if I
old is your
get
baby?
some, like I pick
I have a
somebody up,
17-year-old
I say,
daughter
okay, sure,
who's in
I'll sign them up,
college.
and I move them up.
Yeah.
17 and
Just like that. And it
Yeah,
just
she's a sophomore in
generates
college.
those-
She just graduated. She did high school. I homeschool.
And the cool thing
So
about
we
it
did
is, like,
dual
is
enrollment
that, like, when Mary
for
Kay and
2
all
years.
those
So
other
she
places,
entered.
I don't
She did
have
high
to
school in 2
have all
years
this
and then
info.
entered college as
You're
well.
like, I
Like
was going to do
Advocare.
Advocare. It was going to cost me almost $400.
You know, I only made
So there's real
$100 off of
benefits
that.
Oh my
And
gosh,
that was my
yes.
first pay period I did with them. After that, I didn't
It
make
cost
Yeah.
me
Oldest brother
$99,
has 9.
and I got 8 racks. I got 4
Wow.
devices,
So they
and then the whole
she
thing.
homeschools all of them.
Now the
She was
racks,
like, I didn't even
I can
want
sell
to use
them or I
that
can use
first.
them. And if I sell
And then
them,
when she got her first one, she was like,
Plus,
one is
And
enough.
they
And
give
she's
you
like,
a
maybe
website.
2. My brother
First month's
always
free.
wanted a
After
really
that, I got to pay
family.
$20 a month.
Mhm.
So their goal is 10.
That's it.
And they just
And
had
if people
number
ask me for product, I just simply
10 kids.
as soon as they sign on and order that product,
Wow.
I got 9, and they're well behaved. They're all homeschooled.
And you've just been referring people to your site to
Hold the
order?
conversation. Very
I
respectful.
hadn't had to see nobody. I hadn't had
Homeschool kids tend to be like that.
I have some
Yeah.
rap. Like if I got people and when I have them,
I feel like a lucky auntie because
you know, I can rap you for free
free.
today. Let me know how. And all
Right.
they got to do is agree to.
Yeah,
sign
that's a
it.
homeschool kid trait.
And I'll rap it for free. I'll give them a free rap.
I guess
You
it's
give
just
them
a certain
information
kind of
on how to
person
do it.
that
Come out
does
to the store,
it.
pick it up. But you
I
have
hadn't
to
planned
sign
on
it. So
doing
once
it.
you
It just
sign up and order your
the
greens or
schools here were
whatever,
so bad.
then
I couldn't send her
Yeah,
back.
here in Atlanta.
Hmm.
They have the highest literacy rate here.
Hmm.
I may need to talk. I don't know. No, I don't need no more.
You got too much on you. But I'm just saying it's actually working. Yeah. Everybody knows what that means.
We're
That's so
back.
And we're back.
yay.
Everybody knows what that means. Sorry, I didn't have the buttons pushed. Say all that again.
And we're back.
There you go. Woo, let's talk about frenemies. I know we
All right.
all had some frenemies.
We've all got, and I think Facebook brings out the frenemies more than anything. And, what kind of brought us to this topic was Crystal had made a post, and the person, it was a harmless post, really. And there was a whole bunch of shade thrown. And, I was ready to jump in and handle it because you don't throw shade at my friend. But Crystal was like, calm. Crystal is kind of the calm. Scotty calls me the Aunt B, but Crystal is more the calm because, when I see something, I tend to react. And if I feel that someone has wronged my friend, I'm all in it.
So she's the peacekeeper.
Yeah, Crystal is the peacekeeper.
You're the
And,
mama bear.
and I'm the mama bear.
But every now and then, though, I need somebody to say, okay, Crystal, simmer down.
Yeah. I'm the mama bear. I'm too busy coming over there, biting your head off, clawing your eyes out, and putting your body parts in the lake.
So then what are you? Over her family? Huh?
Over my family, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say you're always nice around me.
Anything. Look, anything else, don't mess with my family and don't mess with my dogs. And
I know
you can
that's
take
right.
everything else. You can have everything else.
So what about you? What are you?
Zach, what are you?
In the friend clique.
I'm just Zach.
Zach. You know what? That kind of sums it up because he is just Zach. But
What is
okay.
that show from? Friend? No, Will and Grace. Just Jack.
Yeah.
I'm just Zach. No, yeah, because I'm nice, but if you cross my path, then it can be bad sometimes.
Okay.
Yes.
Silent,
You're
the
very-
deadly one.
Yeah, you're very supportive, though. Zach's very supportive. Like anything that's going on. Well, we all are, though, when it comes to each other.
We all, and I think that's why when people come at us sideways with shade, I think that's why it sets us off in a sense because it throws us out of the realm that we're normally used to working in. And, I remember when Scotty had the idea for Ladies Talk, he kept going, Doc, I want it to be something, where women just sit around and talk about all the stuff that y'all talk about when y'all are by yourselves. And I'm thinking to myself, well, Scotty, women really don't hang out like that. If you have one true female friend as a woman, that's really all you have. But men think that we tend to hang in these big circles and that everybody in that circle of women are all friendly with each other.
No, they're a bunch of frenemies.
Yeah, and it's
A whole bunch of frenemies. I think females, and and I'm not saying that I have not been that person to some people, and because sometimes you do have to fake it but I don't want to say I've ever faked a friendship because I haven't. I mean, if I'm your friend, I'm your friend, but I've been kind to people, just to keep peace and, because it's just the right thing to do. I'm not a disrespectful person,
Right.
And I don't know if that falls within the frenemy lines,
See,
but
to me, frenemy is kind of something a little different. Frenemy is the person who pretends to be your friend, not the person who's being polite. Because there's a difference between being professionally polite and pretending to be someone's friend.
Oh, I've been a friend of me. I can think of the girl
Really?
right now.
Tell us about it.
It turns out well. I don't mind being the bad guy for the night. But it's on me. I was in high school, and there was this girl. I don't want to say her name just in case she's listening. And I just remember hearing her before and even feeling her and sensing her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she has like a really big energy, this really big personality. Everybody liked her. Super fun. She could sing better than me, she could dance better than me, she had more friends than me, everything. And I was like, oh, I hate her. But she wanted to be friends with me for whatever reason. I was like, oh, but I was seething inside every time she came around me, and I don't think she ever knew that I did not like her.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was all me. It was all jealousy. And I don't think that I've ever felt it that intensely until I came across her.
And that's interesting, because I think a lot of the bullying that goes on with our teenagers on social media is a lot of it stems from that internal jealousy that you just mentioned, that they don't know how to identify, and so they just end up reacting to it. And when you react to an emotion like jealousy or anger, you never make the right choice.
Never.
You don't.
It's always pure irrational. And I mean, there are irrational feelings anyway, because there's no reason for you to be jealous of anyone. If you think about it, and I think what it took for me to stop hating her was to realize her humanity. And I think one time she called me, and mind you, she doesn't even know I hate her. She doesn't know I hate her guts. I'm just being really honest. And she calls me, and she is crying and telling me about her home life and how abusive it is, and how her mom's not in her life, and how she has to live with her aunt in a 3-bedroom, and it's super cramped because all her brothers and sisters are there, and her older sister just got knocked up again for like the 3rd time, and how the hot water is off. And I'm listening, and I'm just tearing up, not so much because of her story, but because I can't believe that I don't like her, and I can't believe that she's so positive and happy despite the fact. And it kind of made me not like her a little bit more, but I'm like, there's no reason to hate her. And from that moment on, I think I tried harder to be a real friend to her, and now I am.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I mean, it sounds like you've learned something from that, though.
Yeah,
I
thought about it the whole way here, and I was like, no, I can't be a friend of me. No, not
now you've got me thinking about, have I really been a friend of me? I probably
think
have.
about it. Maybe at some point.
I mean, if you start to think about, I mean, I know, like, especially back in my school days, like when I was in school hanging out with some people, I'm sure.
I didn't, and that's the funny thing about where I am now in life. When I was in school, and you saw a little bit of this in me last week when I had to wear my glasses because my contact had ripped.
And they look great, but go ahead.
And I remember I was always the kid that was the butt of everyone's jokes in school.
Really?
Because
I wish I could have been there for that.
Yeah. I had the super thick glasses. And we got a call.
Caller. Everybody hold tight. You have reached Just for Fun Radio. This is Ladies Talk, and you're live.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
I think a frenemy between women is that little troll up down the road that you have to pretend to be friends because you know she's going to get your old man when you turn your back.
Yeah, they say you keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. So, yep.
Right.
Yep. That's funny right there. Sounds like she may know firsthand.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, thank God I've never had one live right next door to me. I don't know if I can handle that.
Ooh.
Ooh, that would be tough.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to watch your back. All right.
Peace out, Crystal.
Peace out. I'm not sure who the caller is, but thank you for calling. Send me a private message.
It's Tammy.
Oh, hey, Tammy. Y'all know who Tammy is.
How's your broken arm?
There you go.
Hey,
I love it.
It's healing. At least it's out of the cast and it's out of the brace, but it's got some nerve damage and kind of crooked and funky and deformed looking, but it's getting there.
but it's better. Just to fill our guest in really quick, and anybody who may be listening, back several weeks ago, we had the sex therapist Marla in studio, and Tammy called in and did a phone prank on us, and it was very, very good. And we had been talking about
50
we were
Shades
talking
of
about
Grey.
sex.
Yeah, we were talking about
So
sex and
she
50
called
Shades
in
of Grey.
as if she had had an injury due to sex that had broken her
Oh my
arm.
goodness.
But she called in, and it was the funniest thing. I could never even come close to doing
Go back and
Tiffany.
listen to
Yeah,
that one.
you'll have to go back and listen to that. It was really, really good. Tammy, you're such a hoot. we appreciate you listening and calling in and listen to her laugh.
I love it.
She's pretty awesome. I'm glad your arm is better though, and thanks for all your support. And hey, watch out for that frenemy, or hey, be a good frenemy, whichever role you're playing.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right, guys. All right, Zach and ladies, y'all have a good night.
Thank you, love. You too.
Thank you, love.
That's so cute. She said I called being a friend of me to the troll that lives down the street from you. Don't worry about her messing with your husband. That right there, and like they say, you got to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's
true.
That is true. And I guess, to a certain extent, yeah, I've did that. I mean, I can spot a bad one in the crowd in a minute, and I'll be kind to them, and they'll come up to me and hug me, and I'll do it right back. So I guess I'm being a friend of me at that point, because
I don't know. Is that being a friend of me, or is that being smart?
I think it's a little of both. I think it's being a smart friend of me. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I call it my intuition, and I think we all have that gut feeling, and I give everybody a fair chance, but I pick up on things, I mean, there was a couple years ago, and I'm sure some people listening are going to know exactly who I'm talking about, because I haven't had a whole lot of these situations, but I had a situation a few years ago. I mean, I just knew it right from the very get-go, pretty much the first time I met this girl. But it was her own actions. I mean, she was hanging out with a guy who was married to her best friend. And, you just don't do that. And they weren't just friends, she was like real chummy with them.
Oh, no.
And the next time I seen them, I realized that was the situation, because I met her best friend, and then there stood the guy. And I was like, I knew there was something up with this girl. I knew it. And she was buttering up to a very close friend to me at the time. And, I was just thinking to myself in the back of my mind, just watch this girl, just watch her. And she came up in our group of friends and in our circle, and even here, just like lightning, I mean, it was just so obvious that she was up to no good. And I tried everything in my power to try. I mean, we all went on a ladies trip together. We all did this and shared a condo for several days. And I tried, having a good time with her. And we had some good times, don't get me wrong. But the whole time I'm just seeing through her, it was just like and she wasn't as close to me as she was to someone I cared about. But the person that I cared about, every time I just watched her over and over again, like she had a relationship that she was in. She really did care about the girl that I cared about. And this particular friend of me at the time, now she's just an enemy. At the time, every time this girl would have a weak moment, it seemed like she was pouncing on it in a very devious kind of way.
Pouncing on it, like how? Like being the
like,
first one to
okay,
get
her and this guy
advice,
broke up.
Uh-huh.
My friend and her boyfriend broke up. Well, next thing you know, this girl's on back of his bike.
Wow.
No, you don't do that. And I was just like, no, you shouldn't do that. Friends don't do that to each other.
No, they don't.
But she felt like because our friend had moved on and had another boyfriend,
that it was okay.
that this was okay. And no,
Oh,
that's not okay.
When I had my very first girlfriend, I had a friend who did the same thing to me. It was like, she goes, well, you broke up. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you go behind me. I mean, to me, that was just like, no.
Shady.
Yeah, shady. So, then it made me start thinking, and then she starts doing this. So this particular person, and she's still in she's on the outs of the circle now, But every time somebody breaks up, she's always the one we're just like, oh, okay, open season.
But that right there is not a friend. That's definitely a friend of me, without a
Yes.
doubt. We got a caller. Hello, caller. This is Just for Fun Radio. You have reached Ladies Talk, and you're live.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know I was gonna be live.
You are live. Hey! At least we told you. We told you you're live. How you doing?
Okay. Well, I'm good. How are you guys?
We're all
We're
good.
awesome.
Well, I'm just listening to the frenemies talk and, have a little bit of say about about our town and such and some experience that I've had. It's unfortunate that you think that you can be friends with somebody and have the relationship with your man, whether it be a boyfriend or a husband, and have a girlfriend, whether she be just a friend or a best friend, because sometimes your friend might be trying to get behind your back with your man.
Mhm.
Happens all the time.
Yes.
Especially, it seems to be around here a little bit more than, what I'd like to say.
You know
But,
what?
you
Though?
know-
I think it's that way in most every town. I've lived in Covington all my life, so I haven't been able to venture out a whole lot. But I've met a lot of people from a lot of places, and everybody I meet says the same stuff.
Yeah. And I've lived in
Yeah.
other countries, and I've lived in 3 counties here in Georgia, and it's the same. I think it seems like it's more here because we are in a more concentrated area, and everybody tends to know everybody here. And everybody tends to know the history of everybody here. So I think that's why it seems like it's a lot more, but it happens everywhere.
It just is sad that when you think that you're such good friends with someone and they go behind your back to, try to get where you're at, and that makes them definitely an enemy. But you always thought they were your friend to begin with.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a little bit different than a frenemy, because that's a friend that turns into an enemy. That's someone like a frenemy. You have to, you kind of know what they're up to, but you stay
keep 'em
friendly
close,
with
yeah.
them because you want to keep them close to you, because you want to keep your eye on them.
Yeah.
But then you got those that you let close to you and they screw you. Yeah, that's an enemy. That
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
there takes it to a different level right there.
But I think even with
And
frenemies.
unfortunately,
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think even with frenemies, sometimes when it comes, because I know in other relationships before I married my incredible wife, I had people that I kept close to me because I needed to know what they were doing. Not necessarily that I liked them, but I needed to know
Yeah.
what they were doing. And I kept them as my Facebook friend because I wanted to see what they were posting.
Still do it today.
Yeah.
Smart girl.
keep your enemies close and your friends closer and your enemies whatever it is the saying
Yes.
is. But you keep an eye out just so that you got your you God made you with 2 ears and 1 mouth so that you could hear twice as much as you talk.
Boom. There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
So you gotta have your eyes open, whether you think that they're your friends or just an associate.
Exactly.
But unfortunately today, and I got a text in just a little bit ago, and I'm just now getting to this, but Scotty actually said this, and he's very, very right. But it's your friends that you got to look out for without a doubt sometimes, or the people we think are our friends. But what's really sad is your family. Your family will mess you, will screw you first. They will be the first ones to mess you up. And, it's kind of sad that you got to be a frenemy to a family member. But, is it? Yeah, it is sad because your family, I don't know, shouldn't be like that.
Your family, right. Family should be the
shouldn't
one
be
place
like
where you're
that.
safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the people
You
that
should
call,
always have family to count on.
you
Yes,
should.
you
Yeah,
should.
And I've got an amazing family, which I'm glad I only have one sibling, and that's my little brother, and he's 4 years younger than me, and he is, there's no worries there. There's no stress. That he has my back till the day I die.
Yes.
And he knows that about me. But I'm just saying, I've heard some trifling stuff when it comes to families and drama, but caller, you hang in there. It sounds like you got some yeah, you've had some experience.
Some weaving to do.
Yeah, you've had some experience. Yeah, and you might have some weaving to do. But you know what? In the long run,
All
I
right.
will
Well,
tell
you
you
ladies-
that. Tell you this before you go. It's the man that you're going to have to trust. I mean,
Exactly right.
I
Because
know.
he's the one in this relationship with me, so it's not the girls I got to worry about. It's him.
That's
so
right.
if he ain't where he needs to be, then that's the one that needs
I
to go.
thank God every day for the relationship I'm in now, and I haven't always had it like I have it now. So I've been burned. And with that right there being said, it's not, I mean, I know the relationship I'm in now. Every time I come across that shady one, I simply let him know, hey, I can see straight through. And he's like, I know you can. And that's
Amen.
it.
All right. Well, you ladies
Scotty
have a good
makes it a
night.
point to not, he does his best just to, whenever he knows I feel that way, he makes sure he doesn't put himself in the position to where anything can happen.
Right.
And that helps me a lot. So anyway,
That's good.
I hope everything works out for you.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. You too. And you guys have a good night.
All right,
Thank you for listening. That's pretty awesome. You know, with that right there being said, we're going to take a quick break. Everybody hang tight, keep the number, and we're going to
come back and we're going to talk about faking it. We got to talk about faking it.
Oh yeah, we're talking about
we got to talk about faking
it.
it.
All right, we'll be right back. That's pretty funny. I don't know who that was, but that was kind of cool.
I don't know who that was either.
I was trying to recognize the voice, but it sounds like she's very passionate.
Oh my gosh, I'm starving.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to break down and eat chicken pot pie tonight.
I've got some chicken pot pie up there. I got a whole one.
So did you guys talk about like why are there frenemies or like I know I missed like the first thing.
No, we didn't talk about anything before you got here.
Oh really?
Scotty said you didn't say it right. I always get his text later. I mean, I don't get it while we're talking about whatever it is.
Right.
And I'll already will be talking about something else. And then if I read it, I'm afraid that it's not going to blend in and make sense. But he said what his text said was, it's your friends and family that will duck you first because you don't let your enemies close enough. Which is true.
We need to say that when we go back.
We will. Not me. I bounced all around with it. I was like, yeah, faking it. I was looking at
making it in all levels, faking it professionally, faking it sexually. Because I won't lie, I faked it for 14 years.
I just dropped my cracker.
I was married to a man and I knew that I was attracted to women. I've always known that. And I got married because I had just broken up with my first girlfriend. And that pain was so intense and it was unlike anything that I'd ever felt before. And I just knew that I never wanted to feel that level of pain again. So I ended up, my husband my ex-husband was actually my supervisor at the police department.
Still got some in it.
And he was the one that I would go to talk to about my girlfriend. And then, the next thing, we're together and I wanted children and, there were a whole bunch of different layers to it.
I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I've ever. I don't know. I gotta think of something.
Oh, you're 26. Crystal and I are in our 40s.
Oh.
So we've been faking it a little bit longer.
So 14 years. So was it like this as far as sex or just everything?
It was everything. Sex was the worst. When I was married to him, I used to sleep in long flannel pajamas year round. I had this one gown.
I could see your ass in a damn onesie. With a damn zipper. all the way up, feet and toes, and she's laying in bed like fetal position. Don't touch me, don't touch me.
I
don't
used to
touch me.
sleep on the edge of the bed. You know, when you get to the edge of the bed, that you have to hold on to the bed to keep from falling off. That's how I would sleep every night.
I can't believe that. And so 14 years. Did you end it or did he end it?
Well, I finally ended it. You know, and I actually ended it to be with a woman here in Rockdale County. So that's how I ended up in Rockdale County. She was a deputy. So yeah, I left the
She said, "Get out of here, guys."
yeah.
Tired of faking.
I was
So
like,
was he okay with ending it?
oh no, oh no, oh my gosh, no. You know, he is. I tell him all the time. I said, you are the only ex that I have that I am not cordial with, and we have 2 children together. And the last time I talked to him was in June, and we got into a huge argument. And I told him, I said, you know what? I said, you need to step your pussy up because at this point, I'm being more of a man than you are.
Oh my God.
So
I can't even deal with you.
Well,
now. You're
shoot
too real.
this.
I can't even deal with you. You're too real.
She's-
We video that.
we did video that.
I love it. She said you're in the thug life.
Doc is out in the box.
Yeah, that's why they say Doc in the box. Nothing in the box about her. Oh, I love this cow cheese.
Isn't it good?
The brie, that's what's called brie, right?
Yes. Isn't it amazing?
Those little lap. I thought that was a laughing cow cheese.
No, girl, that's the Aldi cheese. Mhm.
She's gonna turn me on to Aldi, and
That's
I'm
the-
like, Aldi.
Girl, yes, and they have those the crackers that you usually only get at Trader Joe's because I am a Trader Joe hoe.
I love Trader Joe's. They have the best chocolate.
Trader Joe's.
I'm a Trader Joe hoe girl.
Everything is like Jesus walked through there.
Yeah.
This show always goes by so fast.
It can't be going by fast.
You're so quiet now when commercials are.
You know what? I've learned my damn lesson.
I think it's like
Oh, I
even
did
talk.
that. I drank a little. They put me in charge of mixing drinks one night,
This is the best bartender ever.
and they just handed me all the bottles, and they're all different sizes, and they're like, "Make our drink." I said, "Okay." So first thing I do is grab vodka, pour the whole damn bottle in the pitcher,
And it was that whipped cream bottle.
and they turn around and they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Well, we drinking it now. Sorry, it's done been mixed."
It was
So,
a
like-
big old gallon, dude.
Oh yeah. So about after 2 or 3, we were all feeling
Oh
real
my
good.
God.
And we were on a really good topic, and we were all cutting up and in our own conversations. And I kind of started.
He forgot the
bad-mouthing
camera was
somebody
running.
I worked with.
We need more
Oh,
It was bad.
Call my man upstairs and tell him to bring up
And
a
it's
little
on YouTube permanently.
I got this.
Oh, I
You
felt
don't
so
think they
bad.
saw it, do you?
Oh no. But I'm one of them people that I'm very blunt and honest.
Yeah, me too.
So-
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for
You
this
watching
to
that
come out.
video,
I see it.
Scotty?
Scotty, if you're
I
watching the
wanna-
video, can you bring us some more wine?
Oh, I'm not gonna be there.
That's too funny.
But what you were saying about the 30-day challenge, I just thought that was so sweet because I've been having to do something similar for myself. One of my cousins just passed away, and it was on my birthday. Now, this is such a sob story, but it was on my birthday. He was supposed to come, and I'm texting him like, "Hey, where are you at?"
We gotta go back.
Sorry.
We gotta pick up.
Another time, or maybe
The
not at
breaks
all.
aren't long enough.
Mm.
All right, everybody, we are back. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic. And if you haven't been following us on Facebook and Periscope and all the other great stuff we do, it's called Faking It. We've all done it.
We have
We've
all done it.
Mhm.
Zach, have you ever faked it?
All the time.
Really?
all the time.
What?
Yeah, like okay. Gosh, I hope nobody's listening. I'm just kidding.
Come on, Zach. We got
Come on,
600.
Zach.
We got 600 listeners on here. What you got to say?
So, being in the industry I'm in, this makes it difficult when people come in and I hear their little stories and I'm just like, oh, yeah, that sounds so great. Or they'll bring in these pictures and they're just like, oh, I love it. And sometimes I have to agree with them that they're going to love it and it's going to look great on them, even though sometimes it just isn't. But I try to change that for some of them, but some of them you just can't. So it's like at the end of it, you're seeing it and you're just like, oh my gosh, why? But there's times where I have to be like, it looks great because they love it. And
Right.
I don't love it so much. And I'm not saying like I'm a bad stylist or I'm faking everything I do, but it's just I don't agree with everything some of my clients do want. But if they're happy with it, I have to be happy with it and at least act like I'm happy with it.
Right. But I think faking it,
Well, that's on a professional level, I guess. So,
well, but to me, okay, so faking it on that level though, I don't think that that's like faking it though. I think that is
yeah, because it's almost like lying.
Yeah.
And I don't do that.
So so I guess you are. You're kind of faking the truth.
Yeah,
You're faking the
I
truth.
mean, now, if you want to get into the nitty gritty of stuff, then, I can combine the faking it with the frenemies and like what you were saying, you
Wine,
got somebody
please.
still.
Someone bring the wine.
Yeah. Hey, Scotty, did you get that memo?
Scotty, we're out of wine.
I want to say hi to Crystal Miller because she's watching.
Hey,
Hi,
Crystal. She is the original queen bee.
Yes, she is the original queen bee. And typically, she sat in the seat for a very long time with Just Fun Radio and Scotty, and she doesn't get to listen a lot because she's extremely busy now with school and everything she does. So she's watching on YouTube.
Oh, hi.
We love her. She's our
Yay.
queen bee. But anyway, there's all different kinds of faking it. And I have to agree with Zach. That's a little bit of faking. That's faking it. Because if you're telling them their hair looks good and it don't, let's just call it faking it.
So
You're
when their
not
hair is
lying.
not banging.
Well, it's not. Yeah. It's not that. I don't think that that's necessarily lying, but you're having to go along with what you having to pretend that you agree with them. So that's faking. If they
Yeah.
love it, that's what matters.
I mean,
You're giving them what they want.
and they're happy with it. And I'm just like, and I'm sure some of them fake it. Like
Oh,
They
I
may not
fake
like-
it.
when I do your hair.
No, no
Oh,
one do
I
my
was
hair.
about to say. That's when
You
them
were
come
about
across
to
the
be like
tables.
hairdresserless. You were not about to have a Zach do anymore.
I know.
She would not be banging.
No.
That doesn't become like the new catchphrase. I love it.
I do.
All
too.
because so the way that the word banging came out, because I'm probably like the nerdiest person out of the group, and I had downloaded the Urban Dictionary app to my phone, and it gives me a word of the day. And so the word that came in that day was banging, and I've been trying to figure out how to use it in a sentence all day. And so we were recording the commercial for Ravish Hair Gallery. And I'm looking at Crystal, because usually we do like 3 or 4 outtakes of a commercial before we actually record it.
Right.
So I look at Crystal and I was like, Crystal, your hair is banging.
And she was so faking it because my hair was not banging that night.
Oh, ma'am.
He said, "No, ma'am."
And so that became, that commercial got played over and over. Now, whenever I go somewhere, people will go, "Oh my gosh, you're with Just for Fun Radio. Oh, that commercial, your hair is banging." I'm like, oh, great.
It's the catchphrase. now.
That's the commercial that people are going to remember me as.
We're standing in Gravity today, and she said my name, but she said my name in
I
that
said,
tone.
Crystal.
And I was like, my hair is banging. But it was not banging, it was hanging. I was like, no, my hair isn't banging. That's so funny, though, because it's really catching on because there's people outside of the radio that listen to the radio that have said it. It's really, really cute.
I created a word from the Urban Dictionary word of the
Oh,
day.
my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh. So back to faking it.
Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
Okay, so on Fake It Till You Make It, when I first launched my podcast network, men in podcasting and radio is typically a male dominated industry. There are not a lot of women who are, if they're on the show, they are a sidekick to the male who is the primary person of
We
the
know
show.
a sidekick, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I launched my podcast network. I had no experience in podcasting or in anything like that. And Scotty was one of the only men that would talk to me about anything because, I had this horrible popping, hissing sound when I was recording. And I asked one of the male podcasters, I'm like, what causes this? And he never responded to me.
Wow.
And
How rude.
yeah.
I mean, it's like I manage a deli bakery. If one of my I don't know if someone that worked at one of my retailers, I won't say any names,
Mhm.
but one of our rivals, if they said, "Hey, how are you doing that?" And if it wasn't against company policy, I would be more than glad to tell them because it's all about bettering each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So why not?
Yeah. And, the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what, dude? I'm broadcasting to an LGBTQIA audience. You broadcast to straight men. Our audiences are not going to intersect. They're not going to cross-pollinate. You could have told me why my stuff is
I mean,
hissing
not the
and
LMNOP
popping.
girl
Yeah.
out over here.
I'm like, you could have told me that. So, fortunately at that time, I had an incredible business partner in Michelle Alexander Dalvest. And Michelle sat down and stayed up all night one night. And, she had came from a background in the music industry with her ex-husband who was a studio producer. And she studied how we were recording.
That's thunder.
Oh, I was like, what in the world?
That's
I
thunder.
was trying to
The
figure out what
thunder
Scotty
rolls.
was doing. I was like, Crystal's down here.
He's
so.
up there faking it, and I'm not even up there, and he's faking it.
That's what he does on that couch when we're down here.
Scotty swears that he cannot, that there's no way that guys can fake it. I
Oh.
Googled it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can fake it.
I Googled it. Guys can fake it.
Guys
they
can fake
do
it.
fake it.
Yeah.
And everybody knows what we're talking about. We don't have to spell it out for you
Yeah.
because we want to keep this PG, of course, as possible. But we are on a night show, and this is Ladies Talking. We can talk about. We can get a little bit
We can
edgy.
we can get a little
bit
edgy, but we can't go too edgy because we
No.
didn't give the parents the warning tonight before
That's-
we did it.
here's your warning.
Yes.
Okay,
Look,
I'm
put
just
your
kidding.
children to bed.
No, you don't have to worry.
Let's spell that.
But I got married the first time. My first marriage, I was very young. I had no idea what I was doing, and I should not have been getting married. And I did not know for quite some time. And this is really kind of embarrassing to say because I don't know that I've ever really told anybody this. So, but I had 2 children with this guy, and I was faking it the whole time because I did not know until, because he was my first everything. I started seeing him at a very young age. I married him at, right at 15, almost 16 years old. I was with him until I was almost 19. And that's when I started to explore. And whenever I began to explore, I realized I had most definitely been faking it for that
Wow.
long. No joke. I mean, I had kids with him and everything, and how this is really embarrassing, but it's true. Because I was like, how did I get pregnant? Well, you know what? You can get pregnant without the,
Yeah, you can.
you can get pregnant without it being
The Big Bang.
without the big bang. So I'm glad you said that. But needless to say, I must have been really good at faking it.
Well, I faked it. I told y'all on break, I faked it for 14 years.
That's crazy. So you've got, and I heard that, and whenever you started saying that, I was like, yeah, I can't wait to share my story now because I was a little bit reluctant to share it. But when I think back, I mean, when I think back of those moments, I was like, yep, I faked it.
Oh my gosh. I had a flannel nightgown that had lace around the collar. It had lace on the.
Where do they even sell those these days?
They used to sell them at that. Remember when?
I need one for my marriage.
Remember when Belk's used to be Belk's before it became part of Parisian? And I used to go into Belk's every season, every winter, and I would get the flannel nightgown. I would get 4 of them. Because he would always
4 flannel nightgowns.
They were all
Why
worn
didn't you
at
just wear
once.
the same one?
No, because what my ex-husband would do is he would hide them. And then I'm like,
Oh my god.
He knew long before you did.
That's when Jennifer Wolf is listening, and she says that we are cracking her up. But how about this? I'm not going to say the name of this person, but I got a text from someone else who's listening, and they said that their guy fakes it when he's drunk so that he can finish. And she said,
wow.
I was like, so, I mean, guys, we know when you're faking it. Sometimes, though, we may not know.
Well, you know,
Because sometimes I've wondered. Sometimes I've been like, yeah, I just don't think that was real. I mean, I really don't think that was real. And I know that you would think with the obvious it would be hard for a guy to fake it, but it's not always hard for a guy to fake it, in my opinion. But it was just hilarious because my husband was periscoping me today on this topic. But and I know that for women it's a lot easier, but yeah, I can honestly say that I have it in order to hurry up too, because I'll be tired. Like, okay, let's go to sleep now.
Well, you know, but I think, Steve, that's the thing about being with a woman. You know, it's really hard to fake it with a woman.
That's what Benny said, and you said that, but I don't see. I mean, I don't see where it would be any. I don't see where it'd be any harder to fake it. I mean,
hold on. Hold on, we got to keep it PG. Because aren't you?
Can you tell with the
it?
pausing that we're all trying to keep it PG?
You can fake it.
Well, it's
Plastic
okay. I'm
parts
just
are
gonna
not
throw
real.
this out here.
What?
Yeah,
No,
but
not.
what? You
not
watch porn? That's fake. I'm just saying.
Not the plastic parts, but the, you know, when you have
The other thing.
yeah, when you have the other things connected to the other things.
Oh my gosh! Word substitutes. We need word substitutes.
We need word substitutes
We're
here.
okay.
Okay. When you have the pumpkin connected
Hold
to
on.
the latte.
I'm a gay guy. I don't know what this is.
Okay, when you have
Let me Google this stuff. there has to be like.
There's got to be
PG
word
words,
substitutes.
I mean, we
in
had
Google.
fire truck at one
All
point, and
listeners, feel free to please call in and help us out here because you can see we're struggling, but you know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, but you know, okay, so when two women are together and there are two pumpkins in the room,
okay,
okay, and then one
pumpkin.
oh, the music
Oh,
started.
sorry, I bumped it.
Pumpkin would be your part.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, pumpkin.
Now I'm
pumpkin.
filled in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Pie. Let's call it a pie.
okay,
we have,
pie.
like,
Pumpkin
dogs.
pie.
Pumpkin pie.
I like
Pumpkin
that
pie.
Pumpkin
better.
pie.
Now I have a
Okay,
new
so
nickname.
you know how sometimes when you have pumpkin pie and you want to stick your fingers into the pumpkin pie to test to see if it's solidified
But maybe
enough.
it's just a naturally moist pumpkin pie.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, sometimes there's no way to fake moisture in a pumpkin pie that's not there.
Of course there is. Look, we have got a caller, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this caller in because this should be. Hold on, I've got to figure out how to do this.
This is
Crystal,
this
what are
way.
you doing?
Call rejected before she.
Oh man,
told
I'm calling her back.
Well, wait,
What
that
is
phone
going
is
on?
ringing
Somebody-
right there.
It's a different.
Oh my gosh, what is going on? What is going on here? Why are we popping?
Hey,
Are they calling
are
on
you
that
there?
one?
Can
Hello.
you hear me?
You're on live, Just for Fun Radio. Woo, this is like really loud. Let me go ahead and turn this.
I prefer to call it
The mango. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, hey, let me tell you something. Do me a favor. I'm going to text you this number and call this number back instead of my phone, okay?
Okay.
Sorry.
Praise Jesus. I think we're deaf now. Y'all may have to speak up when you call.
you may have to look. You may have to do sign language.
How are we gonna do that?
Oh.
The caller can't do it over
That
the
is
phone.
so funny. So we're getting. I really like the progress we're making with word substitutes. It's really getting
We should
interesting.
have a whole topic on this.
So yeah, so you know, but I mean, Crystal, sometimes you can't make pumpkin pie moist that's not moist. You can't.
Yeah, but that happens even when you're not faking it.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it though. When
Okay, let's just say that there's something else and that's already in place, Astroglide, that might be to where you can't tell if that's for real or not. Then how do you know if they're not faking it?
you don't.
See? Well, there you go. So they could be faking it.
But
Because I can just say that
okay, Benny, call in.
my pumpkin has been moist before, and I faked it.
Yeah. Okay, but hold on. Let's get this caller.
All right, caller, you're live on Ladies Talk.
Is this better?
This is much better. Sorry, for some reason it was like popping in our ears through my phone. I have no idea. Although iPhones are better.
Well,
So
I can.
go ahead.
Well, it feels weird calling in and not being there with you guys, but
Everybody-
unfortunately, anatomy.
This is the Queen Bee.
Oh,
Woohoo!
the Queen Bee
Woohoo!
is
The
in the
Queen
house.
Bee is in the house studying anatomy. She says,
Um,
y'all need to talk about anatomy because I'm studying right now. Like, really?
Well, and y'all really technically are talking about anatomy, so
Yeah.
we're good.
You're right.
I just wanted to call in and tell you that I'm old school, and this censorship and you guys being well behaved, is foreign to me. I'm not used to it.
Let me tell you, whenever she was in studio and on air, there was no censorship at all.
Really?
No, it was adult
Oh,
radio.
no.
Nope. Whatever they thought, they said it how they wanted, and basically the more raw, the better.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. That was
Yeah, I remember one of the first times I ever met Crystal before we became lovers. By the way, we are married, in case
We are
anyone
married.
needs to know.
We got married under a
practicing
cherry
polygamy.
tree.
But anyway, the first time I ever met her, I really don't know how to censor this, but I'm trying my best. I was being spanked with a wooden paddle.
Oh, I've got the paddle right here.
Oh, God. Is it still there?
It's still
She's
here.
picking it up.
She's got the paddle in her hand.
That's kind of hot.
It is.
Zachary, are you going is Zach going to California this weekend?
Next.
Next weekend.
Next
Let's go
weekend.
I can't hear anyone through the mics.
I wonder why.
Is that
Maybe it's
intentional?
something
Oh,
to-
okay.
Nope.
No, it's the cord. Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I just want to call and say hi and tell you that I don't like this being censored.
It's complicated.
It's-
It's
But
a
it's
little
fun.
bit different. It is fun. We do but hey, I like the pumpkin pie, moist. We were getting there.
Yeah,
I'm
I like
learning a lot.
Before, ladies,
Well, you guys
go ahead.
can resume that conversation. I'm going to go back to cell structures and all that fun stuff, and cross your fingers that I ace this test tomorrow, or I'm going to have a panic attack.
Oh, you've got
All right,
this.
good luck.
If not, just fake it.
And write down pumpkin.
Fake
You'll
it
be
till I
okay.
make it. That's what I'm talking about. I
That's
love
right.
you guys. Have a
Love
good
you
night.
more.
You.
Love you. Yeah, like
Okay, bye.
Scotty actually has made most of the videos. No, he's made all the videos private from the night shows before, because Just for Fun Radio started off as a night show to start with, and it was all adult oriented. So
You don't do that now.
yes. Yep.
No, we don't do that now.
No, we don't.
No,
do that
we
now.
don't do that now.
that's
Now we talk
okay.
about pumpkin pie
Yeah, it's all right though, because
Very
I like-
moist
and
pumpkin
I
mangoes.
pie.
prefer sweet potato pie myself, but pumpkin pie will do.
I prefer hot dogs, but
Kielbasa. It's kielbasa.
Benny agrees.
There was someone else calling in, and let's see if we can call them back, because I'm sure they had something to say, or they would not have took the time to call us. But faking it definitely comes in all kinds of forms, and all different types of forms. But is there anything that you would like to add to this conversation, ma'am?
Thinking. 'Cause I don't think I've ever. If it was bad, I'd be like, hold up, whoa. We just need to stop. We need to start over. I think that
Really?
I think I have pretended to like some things that I didn't like because the person wasn't very good.
Mhm.
Y'all gonna have to help me figure out, a phrase for this.
You're
but,
doing good.
What do I say? I don't know how to.
They
phrase it.
weren't very good with
They weren't good
with being a rainmaker.
That too, and the lip service was bad.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
no Southern
Yeah.
comfort.
No. So yeah. Oh,
So
girl.
I'm like, wow, you are new at this, huh?
I love that. You're new at this, huh? Be like the 10th or 11th time. You're still new at this, huh?
I'm like, then I just realized he didn't have the gift. And then I realized there was something to be very appreciated. And he just didn't have the gift.
But sometimes it takes that to make you appreciate
Yes.
the people who are gifted.
But
so.
Southern comfort is an incredible, that's what I'm saying. You can't fake Southern comfort.
No, you can't.
Either is there or is not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a gift.
For sure. And it is a gift. I completely agree. It is a gift. Zach, what do you know about that? He gets quiet on these.
Just
because I have to watch my words. That's my problem.
I had to watch my words. You try.
Well, I can't
Your
talk about
turn.
pumpkins and all that.
No more
well, but
pumpkins.
you can talk about popsicles and
let's talk about
lollipops
kielbasa,
and
baby.
But it's
And
hard for
Tootsie
me
Rolls.
to fake it because if I don't like it, I'm done.
Really?
Well, that's
You're
good
not
then.
bad, I'll
Well,
tell you.
because like there was this one person who had a popsicle stick that wasn't.
It wasn't the flavor.
it wasn't the right flavor.
Was it cold enough?
It just didn't have the right.
It had melted.
No.
The popsicle, it melted.
No, the wrapper just overextended.
Oh.
Oh
So,
my.
Like I'm just one of them people. Like I just don't like that.
Was
So
I the only one, like when you were a kid, we would go to the candy store and they had those big popsicles for like 50 cents?
yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have that 50-cent popsicle. He had the
Well, he just had like the popsicle in the wrapper and then just a little bit extra
Too much
paper.
wrapper?
Yeah, too much wrapper.
Oh, mom didn't pay for the
Oh.
circumcision.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
She just called it
I'm
out.
just saying.
But it
Hey,
was
there's
like-
nothing wrong. That is a medical terminology. I think we
That's
should
right,
use those
that's
type
true.
of words.
Okay.
We can.
Yeah, like I had a few drinks in me. So did he. And it was kind of like, okay, popsicle's gonna be unwrapped a little bit. And I was just like, I was like, okay, well, you can pull or rewrap your popsicle and I'm going back to bed.
I have a headache. This horrible headache just came. Now I have faked headaches before. I'm not feeling good. I don't
Nap
feel
time.
good.
I need a
time.
nap.
Yep. I don't know what it is. Oh, go to the bathroom. I think that's she's here. That monthly visitor. She's here. I fake that type of stuff.
But what do y'all do when the popsicle's too well? Refrain. Well, I don't know. You make him fit in
What?
this.
Well, we
You
can
faked
talk-
it for 14 years. So. What do you do when the popsicle's too small?
What
y'all
do you
fake
do?
that?
We do the same thing.
Well, see, here's the
I
difference.
get away from it
Okay.
as fast as I can. Like, okay,
I
we're
do
done.
the top bunk, not the bottom bunk, so it don't bother me.
Oh, really?
Oh my
So-
god.
What do y'all do? Because that's, I mean,
Let me think.
You hope that they are good lip talkers.
Yeah, you hope they provide great Southern comfort.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
can only hope. I've been in the situation before where I've had one that was a little surprisingly,
Yep.
and also had an extra extension.
Oh,
And I'm
Lord.
like, how do you have these two problems? I almost felt like I should give him some out of pity.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that is surely
Yeah.
fair.
Now that's faking it.
That's
That was
faking it.
And it was so terrible. I was like, oh gosh, I just dealt with it, and however long it took, which wasn't very long, and just prayed that it finished and never went back.
Like,
Never
yeah,
went
after that, that's whenever you had to become kind of like, it's not a friend of me, but yeah, you're kind of a friend of me because you gotta like be really nice to keep him away. Like, I gotta figure out a way to keep him
How do you
away.
dodge the phone calls though? I'm still not a pro at that.
Oh, you get an app.
Just
Oh,
bad
yeah.
cell
Yeah.
service.
Really?
You get an app, and because I used to do a lot of one night stands,
Oh, no.
and
Gosh, this just blows my mind
know.
when she starts saying this stuff. Look, Zach, I forgot
I
to tell you this. We haven't got to talk about Doc lately. We need to go to. Not that I'm being frenemy, but let me tell you, Doc is a freak.
You're right.
Or she had. Oh, I don't know about now because she is happily
yeah,
married.
I'm happily married, but
but whenever she is like spoke of her past, I had the same look you have right now.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
everybody looks at me like I'm this this
Sweet innocent
soccer
nerd.
mom, nerdy. No, I have a dark past.
No, it's not dark. It's very bright and it's fun. It sounds like it was a lot of fun.
But the thing about it is, I tell my own past because I don't want anybody from my past telling my past on my
You've been hanging
behalf.
out with Scotty so long because that's kind of what he says.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I had a lot of one night stands.
Well, I've had that problem that I just told you about 3 times, and they weren't supposed to be
We got a
one night
call.
stands, but they ended up being.
Hey, they sound like they needed to be a one night stand.
They definitely were.
This is Just for Fun Radio, and you have reached the Ladies Talk. You're live.
Hi, this is the wife.
Hi, wifey.
Like, who?
So glad you called.
Are we still on the topic of faking it?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We are very much on the topic of faking it.
Okay, so I get a text from the wife that says call in, and so what do you guys need to know?
we were talking about the question came up: can women fake it?
Call drop.
Oh.
See, I told her to get better cell service in the
Call
house.
in it. She needs an iPhone.
She needs
I'm playing.
she needs an iPhone and she needs better cell service in the house.
Here you go. She's back. All right, wifey, you're back.
All right. So the question was.
The question was, Crystal and I, we were all having the conversation, and it came up that when 2 women are together, that it's really hard to fake it. And I said, no, it's a lot. You can't fake it when there's 2 women because, pumpkin pies are moist. We're having to use word substitutes, honey. And so Crystal said, she's like, no, women, women can fake it. I was like, no, not when there are 2 pumpkin pies involved.
Well, the moisture in the pumpkin, the level of moisture in the pumpkin pie is an indicator, first off. So naturally, when the ideal of baking happens, generally moisture, you start with some moisture. Right. Well, you start with some moisture. You're excited that you're going to make this delicious pumpkin pie.
So awesome.
So there's moisture.
Professional. She knows what she's doing. She's baked some pumpkin pies.
That's why I'm married to her, because she bakes great pumpkin pies.
That's why she runs out of here at night.
I know. Before the wife came home, like we was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Wonder if Doc's gonna go home 12. I'm just kidding. I'm exaggerating that. But now it's like she'll be like, okay, show's over, gotta go. She'll be out of here. Yep. Then she periscopes from bed.
Can you put that stuff on Periscope?
She does. It's not like that.
Yes. It always looks like we're in bed, right?
Yeah,
because we usually are in bed when we're periscoping.
Making pumpkin pies in bed.
Making
really?
pumpkin pies
Oh my!
in our kitchen oven. In our kitchen.
They have an oven.
Bedroom
in their
oven.
bedroom.
Yeah, our bedroom oven.
Easy bake. There's no bake.
Oh my goodness.
Easy bake. He said easy bake, not easy
That's
bake.
why she gets so excited about it.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
You guys are handfuls. But I guess what I want to point is, for men, there's one objective, okay, and that sole objective is parking the fire truck into the firehouse. So they can miss it. Yeah, they can miss it because they're focused on that particular action, getting that fire truck into the firehouse without any damage to the sides of it or whatever. But for us lesbians, that's not my primary focus when I'm baking pumpkin pie with the wife. My primary focus is to come out golden brown on top. So yeah, I focus on, and which is why it's difficult. Yes, they could fake it, but it's very difficult for a female to fake it with another female because, one, we know the female body. 2, I don't have a distraction such as parking my fire truck somewhere, because my fire truck is usually in the bedside drawer, so I have to take it out.
Oh my gosh, we all need to go to her class of word substitutes by
Oh,
I
the
think
wife
people need to go to her pumpkin baking class.
honey, I love you. You are like, yeah, I
She's
think
on
I just
fire.
fell more in love
Doc,
with you.
She just
kinda
sipped up this
sweating.
wine and she's like, "Is the show over yet? Because I got to go home.
She's getting
I
excited.
got a
See,
pie to bake."
she's got sweat dripping down her face already.
I got a pie to bake. I need to bake some pies tonight. It's pumpkin season.
I don't think there's gonna be no faking it neither.
Well,
Lord.
and I'm versatile. I like sweet potato and pumpkin pie, so I don't limit myself.
Sweet potato.
What does
like
that
the
one
sweet
mean,
potato.
though?
I'll have to tell you in
So
a minute.
I hope that helps.
Thank
I
you,
hope that
honey.
helps. You guys look
are
like
the
you're
bomb.
having
Thank you so much.
yes. Great topic tonight. Great topic. Oh, hey, when you guys were talking about frenemies, y'all probably should address frenemies at work too.
Oh,
Because
yeah. Tell us
I
your
had a
work
bunch of
story.
those.
No, tell us your work story.
Oh, well, when you came to visit me in December, it's when I realized I had frenemies at work. Everybody loved me and talked up and was in my face. And then when they realized that I had a partner, because I worked with all females, and naturally there are no men around, so the females need attention, and they want to be told that they're beautiful. They want to be told that their shoes look good. They want to be noticed when their new hairstyle is they've had a new hairstyle. And a lot of times they're not getting that at home. So the best way to do it is to find a butch stud and get in their face. Like, what do you think about my shoes? What do you think about my new hair? So I learned 3 years working there to get along with the women in the office was to notice those things. And then I could get anything I wanted out of them. Well, not sexually. I never do that at work.
I know, baby.
But, pretty much, if I needed a phone answered or a patient brought back, something like that, they would just jump through the hoops because, Benny would say, "Oh my God, that dress on you today makes you look gorgeous." Compliments. So then they realized I had somebody, and all hell broke loose at work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's like
so
that
yeah,
once-
so yeah, I should talk about.
Once they seen there was nothing in it for them.
Well, and there was nothing in it for them anyway. It's just that it was like I belonged to them. I was their lesbian.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and none of them wanted to sleep with me or anything. I don't think they never indicated that. It's just they like the attention that they got because quite a few women aren't getting the attention at home from their husbands in the way that they need. You get a new haircut and he hasn't noticed. Well, you feel some kind of way, or you bought a new outfit and he hasn't noticed. And those things are important to women, which is why, I'm a lesbian. I know this because I'm a woman, and I know to compliment a niece when she's done something new, or she's done something special. Usually they do it for you to notice. So I try to notice those things. And the women that I worked with, well, their husbands were hardworking men and they weren't paying any attention, and pretty much it's, let's go to the bedroom tonight and I'll show you my affection in the bedroom, as opposed to that compliment affection all day long, which is what I try to give a niece. I'll tell her she's beautiful, or I'll compliment her on just trivial things, like she's stirring the pasta. Oh, baby, you look good stirring the pasta. You know what I mean? And a lot of men
You look
forget
good stirring
that.
that pasta, girl. You wanna go bake a pie?
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of men forget that. So when it comes to the bedroom, why it's difficult for a woman to fake it is because I've built up that energy all day long. I can tell you, a niece has probably been told a minimum of 10 times today how beautiful she is. And by the way, baby, you look good on YouTube.
Thank you,
But-
honey. Is my hair banging?
And those things is what.
Is my hair banging?
Yeah, baby. Your hair is banging, baby. So those are the things that accentuate sex. It's not. It doesn't always have to be the skill in the bedroom. It's the leading to it.
It's
that
making
will
the deposits.
help a woman.
Foreplay.
Right.
Yeah.
It will help. Will bring out the woman's energy in the bedroom. And when you bring that energy out, he can't do nothing but be right, because she will guide him, even if he is smaller than what you expect, or if his what did you got, Southern comfort isn't as good. He will learn from her because she'll tell him. But you have to build it up to get there. Does
It
that
takes foreplay. Oh, that's not a bad word.
That's not a bad word.
That's
No,
not a bad word.
that's not a bad word.
Um,
No.
But yes.
playing in the park is all day long. You play all day long.
Aw.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yep.
You play all day
Yeah, you
long
play
and you
all day
put
long.
deposits in the bank all day long.
Yeah.
Because at night when you
Exactly.
try to make
Pay 'em.
withdrawals,
Time to pay it.
you know.
Hey, somebody
Right.
just posted
Right,
a picture
exactly.
about pasta. Listening.
Well,
And it was
I love
me.
you guys. Your show is great tonight. So I'm going to get off of here and just go back to watching.
All right, baby. I love
Thank you
you.
so much, Benny, for calling in. She's
Thank
always
you.
got some good stuff
All
to
right.
add.
Bye.
That was good.
I have
Excuse
an
me.
incredible wife.
You
You
really,
really
do.
do.
Yeah.
You have an incredible relationship, and it
Yeah.
takes two for that. So
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I don't know, I always tell her, I messed up a lot before I got to her. I mean, a lot. And when I was married to my ex-husband, I was a habitual cheater. I had a new girlfriend every 6 months.
You player.
but that's because you was tired of faking it. We
Yeah.
we have another caller.
All right.
Just for Fun Radio, you have reached Ladies Talk, and you're live.
Hi.
Hello. Is this Tammy? Now she's going to talk about faking it. Look, what,
How rude.
no, she didn't hang. I'm calling her back.
I'm kind of scared to hear her story.
It's going to be awesome.
Maybe this will be how she broke her leg.
How she faked it.
How she faked a broke leg to get out of work.
Oh, man, it's
Yeah.
not letting me call her back.
Maybe
It's
it's
got to
our
be
phone
service.
because that's not an iPhone.
Haha, Scotty, we need an iPhone down here. But the problem is he can't use an iPhone down here because it doesn't do the auto answer. He has trouble with that.
Oh.
He's done good. He didn't call us today.
And no, he didn't
I
bring
tried to
us
say
our
that
wine. Do
quiet.
we have any more? What do we have?
do.
Look, we have this is a
just,
We
cider.
have,
We went to Gravity today and
Oh,
we
pass me
picked
the
up
cider.
the Rico and it's really
I know
good.
you
But
got
this is
short
a
arms.
cider that we got off of tap whenever we were there for the wine tasting. And I don't think it's bad. I think it's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a cinnamon or
Yeah, I taste that.
It's
nutmeg. Here
twangy.
you go. She's calling back.
Let me try that one more time, Doc.
All right, you're alive. We keep losing her. Hello, Ladies Talk. You're live. Oh,
Hey,
this is
Doc.
Scotty.
Hey, Scotty.
Since Zach hasn't been, on the morning show, I'm just gonna go. Shut up, Zach.
What did Zach do?
What does Zach do? Don't be rude.
What'd I do?
I see. Everybody calls in and tells Mike, "Shut up, Mike," all the time, and I guess it's you're sitting in that seat. I'm going to assume that it's a "Shut up, Zach." Okay. I don't know.
I thought I'd been good.
You've been good. I think it's just the seat, honey. That's what people
Well,
say
we
to
can
people.
switch seats.
Well,
I didn't want the duct tape seat anyway.
we duct tape it to keep people here. Because
I think it's a compliment when you get the "Shut up, Zach." By the way,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
that's a compliment.
it's kind of like banging hair
We're gonna try to call her
And
back
pumpkin
because she's
pies.
and pumpkin pies.
But the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello, are you there? Oh my gosh. All right, you're live. I just don't even know what's up with this phone.
Crystal, have we taken a commercial break? Or
No,
have
it's time for us to go. We got to start wrapping it up.
we got to wrap it up.
I mean,
What time is it?
let's take a quick break and then we'll come
No,
right back.
it's
We're gonna
9:05. No,
We
it
might as
can't be
well.
right. That can't be the right time.
Freeze.
Oh.
All right, you're live. Let's try this again.
Yes. Hello.
Yay. Hello, she's back. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties.
Apparently. Now, first of all, I hope you can understand me because I've got some serious allergy throat going on here. So
You're clear.
you
We
wanna
can hear
talk
you.
about this bacon. You guys are talking about all this bacon stuff. Well, let me tell you what. It's not hard to fake it. A man can't hold up for over 30 seconds.
I bet. You know what? You are very, very right. For sure. Yep. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
When you only got to deal with 30 seconds, it's easy.
No, that's funny right there. That is funny, but yeah, 30 seconds. Really, I don't know that I've experienced quite 30 seconds, but it wasn't much longer than that. But then you don't even have to fake it. You're just like, really? Did you just go there? Nobody bakes a pumpkin pie that fast. I don't care who you are.
I know. Seriously, it took me 2 minutes to shave my legs and 30 seconds and you're done. Now I got to go get back in the tub.
Exactly. Like, I really shaved my legs for this. Now I got to go take a shower. Now I know the power of a shower head. Oh, boy.
Oh,
Tammy, you're always great for a smile. We truly appreciate you. That is too funny right there.
Oh, Jesus.
I shaved my legs for this.
I love your show. I love your show. It's fun.
We
thank
love
you, Tammy. We love you.
Thank you. Make sure you tune in next Thursday.
Yes.
All right. And
Okay.
call in anytime.
All right.
And you take care, okay?
All right.
Everybody
do
say
the same.
bye.
Bye.
I cannot believe that it's already after 9:00.
I can't believe it's.
And you
after
know
9
what,
o'clock
Zach?
either.
Scotty said that the reason he did that is because earlier you said that he has not called in all night. So he just called
nice
in.
to hear from the DJ.
There you go.
Well, and next week is going to be our first. You and I, all three of us together, it's our first live remote
Oh, we're doing a remote show.
at the yoga studio in Old Town Conyers.
You're going to be here, right? It's
Yeah.
the following week you're leaving.
But what time?
Yes.
Same time.
But we're doing it at the yoga studio?
So,
And I like Lisa. I know Lisa.
listeners, did you hear that?
Oh,
Next
my
week,
gosh.
we will be on location at the yoga studio in Old Town Conyers.
And I love soul yoga in Old Town Conyers. I met Tara shortly after I've been going to the yoga studio in Decatur. And they were crazy expensive.
Oh.
And wait, was it Tara that? Okay, how did I get connected to soul yoga? I can't remember how I got connected to soul yoga. But anyway.
But on another note, we will be there live.
Yeah.
I don't know how much yoga we'll be doing, but we will be broadcasting live from there. So
Yeah, I'm excited. And she has an incredible class. And
Oh, we're doing it with people?
well, we're going to be broadcasting from there.
we're just going to do our show.
We're just going to do our show from there.
Do we get
But-
to wear yoga pants?
I wear yoga pants every day, honey.
I say yes to yoga pants.
I say yes to
the
yoga
only thing we
pants.
will not have,
Is
I don't
YouTube.
think, is YouTube.
Mm-mm.
But we will have it
Lying.
set up for Periscope. So all of our listeners, be prepared to do your best to install your Periscope app because we will
Yes.
Periscope from there live.
We will be periscoping live, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
I'm excited about doing
I'm excited
this.
about it. I'm excited about, just doing the whole remote location thing because we've been wanting to do this for a while and this is our opportunity. I know Scotty has wanted to do it. The quality will probably be a little bit different. We were told today we will not have lapel mics. So that was so funny because Scotty was like, really? Y'all are asking for lapel mics? But anyway, that was kind of an inside joke. But we will have mics. It just won't be lapel mics.
Yeah,
But
you know.
this, I'm trying to think of anything that's coming up this weekend. I think it's a fairly quiet weekend as far as I know. Let me pull up calendar, Mob.
There's an open mic thing at the Black Box in Old Town Conyers. And that's on Friday night. And of course, there's Friday night karaoke down at the Social House in Porterdale. I love karaoke.
Oh, yeah. I love Social House.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I was at the DeKalb Farmers Market and Benny and I were talking about the Social House. And somebody at DeKalb Farmers Market who isn't even from Conyers or Covington knew about the Social House in Porterdale.
Really?
Can you believe that?
That is awesome.
And she knew about it because she had seen it pop up on a lot of her friends' Facebook feeds.
What's the Social House?
Oh, girl, the Social House is like the most incredible Hidden Jewel in Porterdale.
Really?
And it's it's like kind of a mix between a Buckhead / Midtown restaurant,
really?
but it doesn't have the Buckhead Midtown prices. Everything is cooked fresh. I'm a vegetarian, and they have an incredible vegetarian menu. Taco Tuesday, their veggie tacos are $1.
Really?
It's so
And
good.
this is in Porterdale.
In Porterdale on the square.
Yeah, work right out there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, do you really? You
Yeah.
haven't been there yet? Now they are not doing the lunches
Square.
anymore.
On this, it's called the square, right?
When did Porterdale have a square? Girl, we got a strip.
Zach, the salon that Zach works in is actually in Porterdale. Ravish Hair Gallery
go to the left
is
or the
also
right?
yeah. No, he's at Ravish.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know how Ravish is right there, kind of like in the alley.
Yeah.
And on the main strip right there,
Yeah.
on the corner. It used to be the green room, and before it was Jimbo's Live at one time. It's been a couple different things, but now it's the Social House. And actually, the Social House is coming up on their 1-year anniversary.
Oh, we need to do it. We need to do a Just for Fun radio takeover of the Social House for their 1-year anniversary.
And Dusty and Todd, they own and operate and work the Social House, and they're just really great people. But the food there is very, it's very, I want to say authentic, but it's their recipes. Todd has worked hard on a lot of the food recipes there.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't, Scotty loves the po' boys. He'll tell you about the po' boys.
Benny loves the po' boys too.
Yeah,
But I love. And they actually have a fried corn that is to die for. Girl, I'm telling you,
fried green beans.
Oh my gosh. If you have not, you've got to go to, you are missing a culinary adventure. If you want to have a foodgasm in your mouth.
Yes, I do. I'm not even going to fake it.
I like you. This is really good.
You got to go to the Social House in Porterdale. You got to. Okay. And I know that Todd is working on trying to figure out a black bean based veggie burger.
Oh,
yeah, girl.
You taking me there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, do your mouth that favor and take it to the Social House.
Yeah, she's working right now. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, do your mouth that favor.
Pumpkin pie is moist.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. They might have some pumpkin pie up in there on a Friday or Saturday night. I'm just going to say.
All right, guys. Well, we got to wrap it up.
I'm over here trying to find YouTube chat. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that because apparently we had some people who were listening who were also in the YouTube chat area. And Redneck Steph, she is really good with that and she knows a little bit more about it. And I'm going to have to learn it. Because as I browse around, I'm having a little bit of trouble finding that. So I apologize to anyone who was in the chat room tonight on our YouTube channel. Be here next week. I promise you we'll have that figured out before we go on air because
we won't be on air on YouTube next
night. My bad. Ooh, but anyway, it is a possibility because all of you were in there. I just didn't know how to get in there. So sorry about that. But outside of that, y'all be sure tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., Just for Fun Radio Morning Show will be live with DJ Scotty and the Fun Crew. And then they take the weekends off, and then they'll come back Monday, Just for Fun Radio Morning Live. And then Tuesday nights, we have Guns and Gadgets with Military Mike and Tyler and Alex. And then on Wednesdays, we have Electric High with Aaron Hill and Dad Stephen Hill. And, of course, we will be broadcasting live from the yoga studio. Oh, look, we found the chat room. Woohoo. We'll be broadcasting live from Soga Yoga next Thursday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and listening. We couldn't do this without you. We truly appreciate it. I didn't fake any of this tonight. Just saying.
And we didn't bake. There was no pumpkin pie baking going on in the studio.
Nope. And there were no frenemies in the studio. None. We had an amazing time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Shout out to DJ Scotty.
Oh, and the website. Give the listeners the website for or does the business have a website yet?
Comfortzone.com. That's Comfort Zone with a K.
So
And
KOM.
KOM.
Okay.
Comfort Zone. And our ribbon cutting is this Monday at 10 a.m. Come out, get some free samples, smell our soaps, touch some lotions.
And this is in Old Town Conyers, right?
Old Town Conyers is right on the corner.
If you were not listening earlier, this is all natural products that she was speaking of at the beginning of the show, and they will be opening Monday, doing their ribbon cutting in Old Town Conyers. That's Comfort Zone, spelled with a K. I will make sure that I go online and share that link as well on
Thank
Ladies
you.
Talk. So we appreciate you being here.
Thanks
And
again, you guys. Why are you laughing?
because the DJ's over here drinking my drink, and he must have made a really bad
Look, I
face or
haven't.
something. That cider from Gravity is actually really, really good. You just had to know what you were getting.
Yeah, thank you for the cheese too. That was amazing.
Yeah, I love fruits and cheeses and everything. So
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, all the callers, all the listeners, everybody, thank you all so much. All the YouTubers, we appreciate you. This is DJ Smiles. We're checking out from Ladies Talk.
and I'll be back on Monday, guys.
Say bye, Zach.
Bye. Yay.
I know, but there was that long call.
I know, right?